You just now said about the ethnic violence. So that cookies and Paites were fighting. And that time the thing was really hard, but it was absolutely bad. So one of the foot patrols of our regiment, they had been out. So they had the conflict with the local militants out there. And in that we lost 3 soldiers and few were injured. As a medical profession, so the first thing that came to, we went as into the giving them first aid who were injured, so that we have that quick reaction team. So that quick reaction team, medical this thing whole went there. So we treated those who were there, and when I was treating also, so that time the firing was also going on. So that putting up a Hemacil or even IV fluid was sort of, because from the other ridge the militants are firing at us also. So they don't see ki who is Fauji, the same uniform hai. But anyway, in those tough terrain, actually in the combat zone, I was treating them. And then those who were basically couldn't survive, so then I was supposed to take them to Imphal for embalming of their bodies and then shifting to their families. That was the mortal remains have to be there. So initially, after treating all those, so I was taking the mortal remains to Imphal. And that was the time in between my vehicle was blown off. Though I was sitting in a bulletproof vehicle, I had my bulletproof jacket. So again we had casualties because the blast was there, vehicle was thrown up, we went into the ridge and whatever it is, again 3 people died. I was out of it. I was the lucky one to survive. I had a lot of injuries, but still I'm sitting in front of you. So I would say, by God's grace, I'm here.
कुछ major injury नहीं था हुआ था?
No, I had a lot of injuries because the splinters were there on my hands, my stomach, even in the neck I had the injury, the knees were there. So, but I was in the hospital, but somehow, I was good enough to be alive out here. And the bulletproof jacket, that saved a lot because all the splinters were there. Like the driver, he didn't survive. The guy who was on the top handling the machine gun, he also couldn't survive. So that's why, I was injured there. That was in 97.
What is going on in your head, sir, जब ऐसा कुछ major incident हो जाता है?
Actually, major incident जैसे ये हुआ ना, when I was, I was conscious, sort of. So the moment I got up, the first thing that I came to my mind, which I was thinking could have been very different, अपने injured soldier कौन है, उनको treat कैसे करना है? But I don't know why it came. That actually I was also injured. But somehow I was telling her that उनको वो लगाओ, उनको pressure bandage लगाओ. मतलब they were evacuating the other people, the reinforcement. They were taking me to the military hospital. But in between, I was telling them कि I see other people also injured. Treat them. Somehow,
तो SOP इतने ingrained होते हैं सर कि आप वही बात कर रहे थे तब, ऐसा था?
नहीं सर, actually कैसा होता है ना कि we are all, everybody generally very patriotic. So automatically, and we always place, the men first. We never place ourselves first.
True.
So that's how it is. So automatically, as you said, it gets ingrained into a mind. It goes into it.
बराबर. तो आपको रिकवरी में कितना समय लगा था सर?
Initially, I got operated in Imphal. That was a military hospital in Limavong. Then I was evacuated to Command Hospital, Calcutta. So I was there. I was around 6 months. I was doing a lot of surgeries, in out types. But then I went to even Pune also for my nerve surgery also at Southern Command Pune. So it was a long process, but it happened. But right now I'm absolutely fine.
So if somebody who is injured during battle,
yes,
जैसे आप,
हाँ,
so do you have to go through a process again to be fit for active duty फिर से?
See what happens ki the medical records, or not the medical board, so they will decide ki how fit or how unfit you are. And they will, as per that, they will give us six months of leverage kind of thing. Initially you are downgrade on medical aspect part of it. You are in the services, you are able to do it if you are able to do it, but you will may not be doing the very active combat zone duties.
Exactly.
So it is depending on the individual's disability that you actually, the medical board gives something. So like even in our hospital, we can also give same kind of thing, civil hospital, same thing like that.